Hey everybody, welcome back to Starkey Forum Said. Do you remember me telling you guys to keep your eyes on New York City's Mayor Adams? Because it is believed that once he actually spoke out against the Biden regime and how they were handling illegal immigrants, they decided to bring an unlawful lawsuit against him. Pointed that out to you a few weeks ago, and I said, guys, keep watching what's going on in New York City, because I guarantee you Mayor Adams is fixing to start working with Donald Trump and his administration to do mass deportations of illegal, crime-ridden immigrants. And guys, I was correct.
Starting the very moment ICE enters our jails and comes out with the gang members our city was planning on setting free, leaving them to once again commit crime in the communities they've invaded.
This is to recruit new members.
Then, when you fast forward, you see the same individuals where? In Times Square. So that's our concern.
The NYPD says Tren de Aragua has been making it over the border with the migrant influx and is getting established.
So if you're a gang member like one of these guys and you want to commit as much crime as possible,
this could open the door to tougher crackdowns on immigrant communities. Today, supporters rallied at Foley Square in downtown Manhattan.
We know that you work for Trump! Mayor Adams, you're a Trump! We know that.
New York City is a sanctuary city, and this means local laws limit how much the city cooperates with federal immigration enforcement.
on the streets if it means not cooperating with President Trump, who just decided to throw out the mayor's historic bribery charges, which many say were politically motivated after the mayor complained about how the last president handled the asylum crisis, openly saying that this crisis would destroy New York City, and depending on where you live, it might look like that's already happened.
Over and over again, we've seen the criminalization of people that push back against the Biden regime. We've seen him use the DOJ, the FBI, and the CIA, not only against politicians, but against American citizens, some of which were just parents who were concerned about their children in the public education sphere. And the FBI began calling those terrorists. So now we fast forward to what's going on. A strictly Democrat area of New York just saw the first major change in its immigration policy in over 11 years. Now, you might be curious, what is that change, Sam? Well, that change is that now ICE agents will be working hand in hand with New York's finest at Rikers Island. So what does this mean for the citizens of New York City? Well, it means that once criminals are picked up for breaking an American law and they're an illegal alien, they're going to get a detainer from ICE that doesn't allow them to be released back on the street. It allows the ICE agents to even go on to Rikers Island, where they were allowed up until 2014, get those criminals and deport them out of the United States. Now, you guys can all guess what's happening now. You're literally seeing all these Debbie do-gooders all over New York City rallying in the streets, crying about how this is going to affect all of New York's immigrants. Not so much. See, there are actually millions of immigrants in this country who never actually break the laws of this country, except coming illegally. And they blend in for many, many years, just living their lives, getting married, even starting businesses and owning a home. Now, whether or not you agree with that, I think we can all agree with one thing. Once you break the laws of the land and you came here illegally, there's no other place and no other thing to do than to ship your tiny hiney right back over that ocean. Now, some of the citizens of New York that live in these high crime areas are so thankful. Can you imagine trying to go to work and you've got moped gangs, you've got pickpocketers, you've got gangs of teens, underage illegal immigrants, not even bothering to wear a mask on the subway, stabbing people and beating people. Now, for some reason, YouTube has decided that this content right here is dangerous and harmful to some viewers. Seriously? So if you'd like to buy my dogs a treat or me a cup of coffee for the hard work that we do, bringing you guys the truth, it'll be linked in the top of comments. So moving on. All I need you guys to do is keep your eyes on New York, because I think what you're fixing to see there is thousands of illegals deported out of New York City. You're going to see New York settle down. You're going to see people willing to go back on vacation and visit New York City, because guys, I've been there twice. Beautiful city. However, like I said about Europe, I'll say it about New York. I'm not going until they get their streets cleaned up. Because I live in a minority community. I am the minority in my community. And guess what, guys? If I can go to the store here safely, if I can walk around my property at night safely here, if I can drive on the streets without worrying about getting shot, getting robbed, or something worse, well, I would expect that from any place that I visit. And unfortunately, we have illegal gangs holding some of our cities down. Chicago, parts of Seattle, parts of Oregon, and definitely parts of New York City. So I love you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and tell me, do you think what Mayor Adams is doing is right, or is it wrong?